My name is Carter, and this is Coin Carter, where I share everything I know about money. We all know Elon Musk, the innovative business magnate, industrial designer, and engineer. He founded the Boring Company, is the investor, CEO, and chief engineer/designer of Tesla Incorporated, and is the founder of SpaceX. Additionally, he co-founded OpenAI and served as its first co-chairman. Musk is renowned for his unbelievable claims and for establishing inconceivable objectives, such as his desire to lower global warming through sustainable energy production and consumption and lower the risk of the extinction of humanity by establishing a human colony on Mars. In more recent news, Elon Musk now controls Twitter, which is known for its real-time information sharing, with users able to share news and information as it happens. Public figures, companies, and organizations all frequently use it as a communication tool. People frequently use the site to express their thoughts, keep up with current affairs, and meet new people who share their interests. Now, what does Elon want with Twitter? I don't know. But what I do know is that he is big on gathering data from his consumers, and Twitter is one of the best places to do it. Is there a connection? Maybe so. What we really care about today is Twitter's financial status. Will they actually go bankrupt? Or is it just a rumor? Elon wrote to employees, "Sorry that this is my first email to the whole company, but there is no way to sugarcoat the message," Musk wrote to employees. Without significant subscription revenue, there is a good chance Twitter will not survive the upcoming economic downturn. What a way to start things off! Elon Musk softened some of his grim warnings to staff last month after assuming control of the platform, assuring the All In podcast that Twitter is not headed for bankruptcy. On a Saturday episode of the show, the CEO of the social media business said, "We've got the spending substantially under control, so the company's not, in the fast lane to bankruptcy anymore." Later, he said, "Twitter isn't secure yet." Just because a company is not in the fast lane to bankruptcy, doesn't exactly mean that they aren't headed in that direction. Also, not being secure, won't give employees or shareholders any security either. A bankruptcy would be a difficult, pricey, and widely publicized judicial process that might help Twitter reduce part of its rumored $13 billion in bank debt. However, it can also result in Musk losing control of the platform. Parties with leverage in a Chapter 11 reorganization, such as secured lenders and other creditors, might demand that a plan to exit bankruptcy be approved only if certain leadership changes are made. An alternative, according to bankruptcy experts, is to sell the company's assets to a new buyer looking to take over. According to Brigham Young University law professor Brooke Gottberg, it is not uncommon for corporations to change management during a bankruptcy, either in response to the demands of a secured lender or just to improve trust in the process. Inquiries for comment addressed to Musk's Tesla email address and the Twitter press office were left unanswered. Since his official takeover of Twitter on October 27, Musk has been heavily focused on decreasing costs. As its self-appointed head, he has presided over the firing of the majority of the 7,500 workers it had as well as top executives, and he is still searching for ways to streamline operations. You can imagine how Musk is upsetting people as he takes on his new position. Along with large layoffs and undesirable platform modifications, Musk informed staff via email that the company's work-from-home policy would no longer be allowed and that all requests for remote work would need to be personally approved. Reports came out stating that the corporation also owes a total of $13 billion in debt to banks, which they anticipate having difficulties paying off. With all the money Elon has, why not just pay some of it off himself? Experts said that might pressure lenders to collaborate with Musk to restructure the debt, whether in court or out of court. Christopher Hampson, a law professor at the University of Florida, said, "I don't think that a significant restructuring by itself usually signals a bankruptcy petition. I would place a lot more emphasis on any information about Twitter's revenues and whether there are any impending interest payments. The big borrowed funds have a price tag of their own, more than $1 billion in interest payments each year that it would be required to make in the next year. Did he just dig himself a hole just to gain more user data? How can he possibly pay all of that money back?" Typically, companies that have significant secured debt, which is frequently supported by assets like cash on hand, real estate, or inventory, may use Chapter 11 bankruptcy to restructure so that they can continue operating. This may be a good option for Musk, given his current financial position with Twitter. Secured lenders may put pressure on Twitter, whose acquisition was made possible by eminent backers such as top venture capital firms and overseas investors, to find a solution. There is a lot of influence over how a restructuring proceeds from lenders and other parties who are owed money by a bankrupt company. They attend court proceedings where decisions are made about the company's use of cash reserves or whether to approve any further financing to aid in the process. Some creditors take a more active role. Banks may end up selling their debt to investors, who exercise greater power, particularly over decisions about the management and direction of the insolvent company. Banks don't care about long-term leadership. They only care about getting paid. Hedge funds consider it a potential investment. A court-supervised bankruptcy follows a standard procedure for paying back a company's creditors. It gives secured debt holders priority and places stockholders at the bottom of the repayment list. Accordingly, secured creditors like banks have first dibs on recoveries, but equity holders like Musk risk having their equity lose value unless they figure out a way to protect it, according to attorneys. To a certain degree, we really won't know if Twitter will really go bankrupt until it is public news. Since Musk's purchase turned Twitter private, it is more difficult to obtain information about its balance sheets that can predict the likelihood of a restructuring because Twitter no longer reports its finances to the SEC. Instead, the warning indicators can appear in bank profit statements that list the amount of debt they now possess. If banks lower the value of loans, it means there's a possibility they won't be paid back in full. With Twitter being such a huge part of today's culture, hopefully, the company can pull through financially. That was a lot. I'm going to go nap now. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment about what you think is going to happen in the near future for Elon Musk and for Twitter. And thanks for watching Coin Carter. It really means a lot to me. I hope to see you again. Bye.